Work. Anybody, work. Got your bitch ass. Nah, but today we are going to talk about work and how I perceive work, and I'm defining that in a person term, and that person being moi. So, work typically refers to the physical, mental, or creative effort that an individual exerts to accomplish tasks, achieve goals, or produce something of value. Also, guys, my allergies have been beating my ass, so if I end up like just sneezing or subtly dying, just bear with me, okay? Work can encompass a wide range of activities and may be associated with employment, personal projects, education, caregiving, or other responsibilities. So, I'm gonna go ahead and list some of the things that we're gonna talk about here today, and then I'm gonna go through and see which ones I feel like talking about. So, employment and career. At number one. At number one, we have an employment and career. Work often relates to a person's job or occupation. It includes tasks or responsibilities and efforts. Usually, people get these tasks and responsibilities from employment, from jobs or careers. It's kind of cool. Me personally, I have not went down a career path yet. I would love to experience that. I feel like that's the next part of my life coming up. And I say that because of what I'm doing here with these videos. This is the most passionate I've been about something, and the most precise I've been and like just trying to be more direction oriented. You know what I mean? I'm starting to view that every time I post on social media that um I could kill two birds with one stone, that being my personal business and my personal life. Because 9 times out of 10 in today's method of being a influencer, YouTuber, or everything in between, right? The community, aka society, wants to feel like they're involved with your life and know what you have going on in your day to day, and that's essentially just being transparent with society and everyone, you know. And people, through that type of transparency, people find a whole bunch of relatability to you, your life, and your experiences. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Literally just got dark as shit in here because niggas tapping in. But yeah, it's good to find the tasks that you want to carry out, the responsibilities that you want to be responsible for. Not necessarily have to be, but want to be, because I've learned that there's a whole bunch of jobs out here that anybody could do, but that doesn't mean necessarily that they like the jobs, right? Um, I personally am at a retail store right now, currently as a supervisor, and to be honest with you, I don't necessarily hate it. I don't necessarily love it. I feel like I'm kind of complacent, just the fact that I feel like I'm there for money. I'm not really there because of the educational or informational or learning part of it. So yeah, the benefit I get from there is mainly from the people that I've met and grown to like and have a small relationship with, and hope to build on that, being through gaming, recreational activity, and things like that. Which is also why, you know, in the description I will have the Discord for whenever I try to do more recreational things with my viewers and my followers and everybody in between. You know what I mean? But yeah, or I really can't wait to experience a career. At number two, we have professional and job related work. So, another thing about work is you have to be able to be precise on what you classify as work. You know, some people like to scroll social media timelines or feeds or whatever you want to call it for personal entertainment. You know, I used to be one of those people, but what has been crazy ever since I've been researching on YouTube, like better ways to become a content creator, better ways to put more emphasis on your content and your like videos, vlogs, whatever. Basically, somebody could be scrolling the timeline, the feed, watching videos, and they could be freaking educating themselves on better transitions, better social cues probably, maybe potential career paths, and the list goes on, to be honest with you, because all the things that you can honestly find on the internet is kind of crazy with how self-sufficient it can make you, very self-sufficient, and provide you with a whole bunch of information to become that. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to understand what you want, and this is a cool thing I recently heard, what you're willing to suffer through, because at the end of the day, like, all success is very similar. And that was something that was recently brought to my attention by my boy Amza, you know what I'm saying? But basically, man's was saying, like, in any form of success, it's the same. Technically, you get paid, you get a little bit of social status, you get more credibility, and then whatever comes in between that, you know what I'm saying? But after you get a little credibility, get a little success, get a little bit of money and pay, you know, you go get the shit that you want. Boom, bada bing, bada pop. Whether if it's through SMMA or whether if it's through just being a content creator or influencer, or whether if it's from just working your career job, you know what I mean? Success is virtually the same, to be honest. So it's just basically what you're willing to, like, deal with, basically more of the negatives, because humans tend to focus on more of the negatives than they do positives, and that's why, like, people like to post content basically like glorifying or mainly cover the topic being covered is a basically negative connotation, like, topic, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Offset has cheated on Cardi B again, you know what I mean? Instead of highlighting all the positives in Cardi B and Offset's relationship, they are going to highlight all the negatives, because the negatives bring more publicity, more eyes, more views to that, you know what I'm saying? Like of course, like, okay, like, cool, they're happy, but if this nigga Offset cheated or Cardi B cheated, then it's like, ooh, I want to hear the tea. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and that's how society has just, like, driven us to focus on more negative things in life rather than positive things. So gotta be more precise with what you classify as work and job related work, you know what I mean? Because professionals work involves tasks and duties that are specific to the person's chosen field or career. It may include activities like research, analysis, problem solving, design, management. The list goes on, you know what I mean? And number 3, we have education and learning. Work in the context of education refers to the effort and study required to acquire knowledge, skill, and qualifications. Students engage in work when they complete assignments, research, and academic projects. You know, normally, whenever I was a student, I would just do assignments, research, and academic projects that I was given from my teacher. And through being just like an adult, I've learned that, you know, you can either get tasks and assignments and projects given to you by a higher up because you don't want to be the one to have to go through all the difficult and very like planning and brainstorming to basically give yourselves these tasks and assignments and things like that. But basically, like, I don't know, like, we're not really taught to listen to ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, we're more taught to listen to outside forces rather than internal forces, because the moment you tell someone you're hearing things internally, they're on to, my nigga, you are crazy. Let me just fill out this script to enroll you into a psych ward and we'll get you on your way, buddy. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not the only one that talks to myself. I'm not the only one that has literal conversations with my conscious self, which is what I like to perceive myself as as basically like an invisible, just more present version of myself. Right? Of course, you have the physical version of me, but I can't say that I'm always present. You know, because there's times where your mind just wanders. You know what I mean? You, like, I ain't gonna cap. Nigga like me be doing this sometimes, right? You ever been driving, right? Just for all my drivers. And the drive is just so smooth. You just tend to forget you driving, and then you just, like, pop back into reality. But, oh, shit, missed the turn. Bro, like, that is, like, a form of what I would call, like, not being present. You know what I mean? Being just, like, spacing out. You know what I mean? And no one can really give you a clear definition of spacing out because it's different for everybody. Normally when we space out, we're focusing on something, but focusing on something that's like not in a physical form in front of us. It's like all mental. And like for a minute there, it feels so real that we're just so locked into it that we become unpresent to our current physical life. You know what I mean? So yeah, education and learning, right? At number 4, we have personal projects. Many people undertake personal projects that require work such as home improvement, artistic creation, writing, entrepreneurial ventures. These projects often reflect personal interests and passions. And you know, personal projects are some of the most important projects that we weren't really taught on how to create chronologically and then basically execute in that chronological order that we created. You know what I mean? For instance, like we were taught how to brainstorm, but I'm pretty sure, right, everyone should cultivate their own chronological order of brainstorming to be able to make it a more digestible task for them to achieve. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying everyone like learns the same or everyone should have the same personal projects, but what I am saying is that everyone should take the time to find out what order they prefer. You know what I mean? And then overall do research on what orders that they could potentially prefer as opposed to the one that they've cultivated themselves. You know what I mean? Because this world is just all about learning and adapting. That's all evolution. I feel like as humans we got to hold ourselves accountable for what I like to call present time evolution, because there's no better time to evolve than the present. There isn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. There really isn't. There really isn't any better time to evolve than the present. You see what I'm saying? So take the time, all the time you need to find how you choose to evolve, right? And the moment you go through that evolution, you reflect on that evolution and you're able to basically jot down that evolution and how you're able to get through it and how you're able to get there, you double back and inform society about that. You see what I'm saying? Essentially, that's kind of like what I'm trying to do here, but it's more of like a documentation of me going through the phases, you know, of evolution. Like this is me real time just trying my best, bro. Fucking getting on the fucking camera, asking for help, trying to give help, you know, and just do what I want. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I want to be a millionaire. I really do. I told myself that I want to be a millionaire in assets and in liquidity. You know what I mean? I told myself that. It's an actual goal for me. But lately, since I've been finding things like this to put my time to and then double back and not only game, but be able to find the correlation to turn it into content, which those that other people can watch and be entertained or fascinated or encouraged to probably do the same thing. Like, I feel like that's way more fulfilling than any type of $1 million status that I would have hit with liquidity or assets. Of course, I still want that, right? But I'm starting to really see the value in my work, in my time, and in myself, in what I'm doing now. You know, and I feel like that's what's most meaningful to me. And if I just continue to grow on that, my last video, growth, and if I continue to just focus on that and be more or more tech savvy for sure, because technology plays a big role in all of this, because I feel like without technology we wouldn't be able to be so national, bro. I can post content from right here at my desk. Someone in fucking China can see it and get fucking just encouragement from it and just wanna you know, replicate the process that I've done, but in their own way, which then becomes their own process. You know what I mean? And that's another thing I'm learning. Like, everything in this world is basically copy and paste, right? But it's copy, paste, edit, paste, edit, paste. Maybe you want to paste it and post it, or you want to just keep pasting and edit it until it's to the point to where you like it and can fully call it yours. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, bro, your brain cannot produce an image or cannot create an image or anything that it's never seen before. And like, I don't know if you can understand that, but that's basically me trying to imagine a unicorn without have seeing a picture of a horse with a fucking horn on its fucking head. You know, I wouldn't have been able to picture a unicorn. I would have just heard the word unicorn and be like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? So went off into a little rant, but it's okay. At number 5, we have domestic and household work. Yo, domestic and household work. Before I even read this, keep your space clean. Now, I understand you see my bed isn't made behind me, but we're not gonna focus on that because I'm gonna have to fucking make that bed after this video now that I just fucking said it. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I've honestly just been getting up and I've been eating the frog. Okay, I've been getting up, thank you Hamza, and I've just been eating the frog, you know what I mean? Of course I'm gonna have to start working in fucking ensuring that my bed is made every morning as part of the frog. But what I have decided to classify as the frog is recording, editing, posting, and repeat. Repeat. Once I get to a point to where recording, editing, posting is like second nature, then I'll start working in new things to my fucking frog. But at the end of the day, bro, as long as I get up, record, edit, post, get up, record, edit, post, get up, record, edit, post, then you can start changing that up. But yeah, domestic and household work. Work at home involves tasks like cooking, cleaning, childcare, and home maintenance. These responsibilities are essential for maintaining a functional and comfortable living environment, right? And I'm a firm believer in if your house is, well, if you work from your house and your house is clean, because that's what you classify as your workspace, right? Then your mental is clean. And if your mental is clean, you're able to make more precise decisions and more I would say time positive decisions because sorry guys, my shit goddamn I be having to put my shit in my goddamn no, my shit feel like it finna start draining, nigga. Shit, my little fucking brain juices be just fucking running down and fucking high tree pollen be fucking a nigga up, goddamn, and the high tree and all that fucking shit be just getting on my ass. Sorry to cut away from the video. Don't worry about this. All right, don't worry about this. Worry about what we're talking about. Focus, okay? So yeah, if your personal workspace or your employment workspace is clean, you're 9 times out of 10 gonna be a little bit more productive than the next person because you're a lot more organized. Your workspace is a lot more organized. There's a lot less clutter, so therefore it's easier for you to focus on one task at a time and then going in chronological order and completing those tasks. So yeah, keep your workspace clean and your personal household clean. Am I right? Okay. So this is gonna be the last one we talk about today, which is gonna be volunteer work. Me personally, I don't volunteer unless it's for the boys or the gals that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to volunteer free work for no reason unless it's for my people. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I recently was doing resumes. Oh shit. I have to do one more person's resumes. Fucking forgot. But volunteer work. Some individuals engage in work that is not financially compensated, but serves as a charitable or community purpose. Volunteer work can include activities such as assisting at a local charity, participating in environmental cleanup, or providing support in a disaster relief effort. Now, I mean, charity's cool and all, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, if you worry about yourself, you'll have more time to do more charitable work because not everybody has the time to do that because they need compensation. The way society has our mind, like, basically just, like, clogged with just total propaganda and entertainment and bullshit, no one really has much time to just do charitable work and they got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be literally telling folks, like, I understand, like, cool, right? You want to be nice, right? You can do that. But you can only do that once you have basically sacrifice your time to be able to have all the time you need to do what you want. And if you want to do volunteer work, that's what you want. Just make sure you have things in play for you to be able to do that. That's all I'm saying. Because me personally, I cannot do volunteer work, that being not financially compensated work, without having the time to do so because I got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? So, but charitable work does look good on your resume. It's kind of similar to an internship. But then again, there are some paid internships. So what are internships anyway? You know what I mean? I wanna tell you guys I appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Even though I kind of sound a little bit congested, kind of had some shits in my nose. Work, 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 work. Anybody work, 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 work.